That's right.
Oh my.
No,
How'd you cook it?
I baked it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you have all the rub and the seasonings all over it?
Man, it tastes so good you will lose your mind.
Oh my gosh.
My dog.
Yeah, oh my. Put a little bit of water or something in the bottom of the pan so it wouldn't scorch and all juice up, and make it for a little bit of gravy.
Some butter and salt and pepper.
Right before she gets home. But I'm going to have mine over potatoes with onion. I call them smothered potatoes.
Oh my gosh.
Don't tell him the secret on the sauce, Dave. He don't need to know. He just insulted you and said that you put water on there to keep it from burning. Marijuana leaf.
Oh, everybody puts a little bit of water once in a while just to keep it from all the juices from drying up. Anything that's liquid has a certain amount of liquid and is water. You got a certain amount of water in your blood even.
Huh?
I put
just messing with you.
Coca-Cola on it.
Coca-Cola's good, and it's got a little bit of water in it.
Yeah, I put Coca-Cola because my wife doesn't really drink. She doesn't really. I told her, I said, I use cooking wine, but just for that, I didn't put no cooking wine on it. I just put some Coca-Cola on it.
Is that sugar-free?
Of course not.
Never go wrong with butter and salt and pepper. Trust
Oh
me.
my gosh, I can't hardly stand it, man. Did you do any potatoes for the side?
Yeah, I got some potatoes, man. I'm just gonna do like we got these potatoes here. I'm just gonna do 4 potatoes, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take them and I'm going to just throw them in a pot with a little onion and stuff, and I'm gonna boil them up, strain them, and just let them get kind of soft. You know what I mean?
Oh my.
Then I'm gonna fry those bad devils in the skillet.
That's dinner.
Oh my. Let me tell you what, man. A little bit of oregano, allspice, a little bit of mustard seed in there, some salt and pepper, and just a dash of garlic salt. Oh my goodness.
That's dinner.
Some butter.
That's totally dinner.
Dave, where am I? Listen to them all. They're all salivating. They can't even say anything right now.
Yeah, I totally get that. Making me hungry, damn it.
Oh man, me and Dave are connoisseurs after the stovetop.
I swear, man, I'm ready. Knife and fork, man. Let's go to work. I want to eat.
Knives and forks, he's ready.
I love it, man. I love to eat.
Good, Dave.
Man, let me tell you something. You know what? I no longer listen.
Here we go.
When I fry my chicken, add a little cornstarch with your flour, and man, it will make that chicken go bling, bling, bling.
Oh yeah, it gives it that the original crispy.
That's right. You be eating your chicken and the piece of chicken, the piece of the skin be flying across the room.
Oh my goodness, I love it.
Sounds so good, man.
I can hardly stand it. I mean, that put shake and bake you'd throw that out.
Right?
That's right.
I'm telling you what, man. That's old school, man. That's mom and pa kettle, you know.
Well, heck, man, my mother worked, so I had to cook for my brothers and sisters.
Yeah, but you watched somebody do it. You just didn't learn that on your own. That's a long time, way back when recipe.
Oh yeah, my mother them taught me how to cook.
I bet it's good, man. Sounds good.
Oh, it is good. I can taste it right now. Because he drew the picture, man, and I ate the meal.
I agree, man. It's like, man, that sounds good.
Hey, I'll go to the store and get those hot peppers and those jalapeno peppers and drop them in a jar, one of those canning jars, and pour me some vinegar over there and put me a little garlic off in there. Man, give me about 2-3 weeks and look out, have mercy.
And mustard chives, man. You gotta put mustard chives and onion chives in there, man. And let it soak,
so
man. Let it
good.
soak. And oh my gosh, yeah.
Man, quit giving them all my cereal. I mean, I'll give them a general idea. Don't give them everything.
Well, you know what I'm saying. I'm holding back some key ingredients, but you know what I'm saying. That's some old school, buddy. Somewhere along the line, man, our paths or somebody that we knew, those paths crossed.
Yeah, man, you reach off in there when you get you a piece of that good old fried chicken and bite off into one of them peppers and go, oh my God.
Oh my God. That's the exact word. That's all you can say.
Lose your man.
The foods of heaven.
You'll lose your man.
God, that sounds so good.
Wait till Mark comes up to the house and I cook. Man, I'm gonna cook him and his wife. I'm gonna cook. Mark gonna lose his man.
I gotta wipe my beard off again.
You grab a napkin.
My grill out. Hey, I'll tell you what. If he got any ham radio equipment, he'll say, "Hey, let's go operate."
Oh man, let me tell you what, man. Grilling is my specialty. Some baby back ribs. Oh my golly.
Don't start that. Smoking and cooking.
Hey man, I start my ribs a day ahead of time. I really do, man. There's a right way and a wrong way to prepare them cotton pickers.
I'd love to hear it.
It's the same thing. I'll get my ribs, clean them, and a lot of people don't know. Some people clean. I clean mine.
Get that crust on those ribs.
What kind of rib it is? If the ribs are real thick, I'll clean them. I'll pull that skin off. You'll lose your man. They'll fall apart in your mouth. But if I want some of those kind of crispy, crunchy ribs, I won't take the skin off.
Well, I tell you what, and I don't laugh when I tell you this, but I take all of mine apart and clean them real good, and then I'll lay that skin back on there. I'll bake them a little bit and get it kind of tacky, and I'll lay that skin back on there as a marinade in a shield to keep the moisture locked in, and throw just a little bit of garlic butter down on top of them cotton pickers, man. And then lay that skin on there. I'm squirming around like a worm, dude, because I can already see what's getting ready to happen.
Before or after you boil?
Get that crust, that little burnt texture on the outside, the tenderness on the inside.
You want to bring, oh my golly.
Yeah, not for too long. Don't boil them too long.
No, you don't want to boil them too long. If it falls off the bone when you boil them, you went way, way too long. No, you want to put them in there. You want to have boiling water when you put them in. You almost want to like blanch them, but not a little bit longer than a blanch. You want all that nasty grease to pop right off there. You want the muscle, the meat to relax.
Hey, this is a secret. You bring that water to a boil. Drop those bad devils in there and let them sit for 1 minute, 60 seconds, and pull them out.
You just nibble it with one bite, that tender meat, a little bit of crust.
Oh my God.
On the outside of the skin. Oh my God.
Oh my. Then you put them on the cool side of the barbecue, man, and let them heat slowly. You want that there to marinate in. You want all that heat to release, and then you want it to then you move over and you give it its scorch, and that seals it in, man. Then you roll it back over on your side and you scorch it, and then you slide it over to the cool side again, and hopefully, man, if you got any green, man, you can throw some wet wood on top of the other, man, and give it a good smoke. And oh my golly, and then bring it back over just before it's done and give it a little bit more fire heat, man. Throw some Q to it and then slide it back over, let it caramelize, man. Oh my golly.
You're almost you're a grill master. You're a grill master, and I am too.
Oh, no, that is the way to do it, brother. You're talking about the salt. Everything sinks into that meat with that little bit of crust. You slip it off. It's tender. It's delicious.
Saying it is there, they're going to get impatient. They'll always screw up. That's what always messes you up when you take it out of sequence. Ain't that right, Dave?
You're right. Man, look, back in the day, you know, my brother named out and a lot of my friends, why you have all these fine girlfriends? Because I could cook. I'd go to a girl's apartment and take my grill over.
Oh, man, I'm telling you what, dude. And you know what? Each grill has its own personality.
That is true.
Yes, sir.
And you got to know your grill, man. Once you know your grill, man, you can make anything you listen. I'm telling you what, we got to get together. You know, we got to make sure that we can put up a grill. They might have a fit of Avon and say, listen, this isn't for sale. This is just for eating and showing. Nobody can have none. You know, that way we don't interfere with their vending over there. But yeah, we definitely got to have some kind of something.
I hear you, man. You know what? I'm getting ready to do. I'm thinking about doing this thing with. I got a friend of mine out here that runs a business, and we've been talking about, you know, doing this thing with the barbecue grill, and everybody bring their grills out and have a cook-off and have a band and everything this summer. I hope he's serious, because I'm all for it.
Well, dude, wait until you... I have a great big party in the springtime, man. We call it the bonfire. So we got the bonfire, but we also got grills, man. And, you know, there's people bringing stuff all the time, and it's like a food fest, but it's more than that. It's a get-together, man. And what I'm wanting to see this year, man, and I know a lot of people are going to laugh about it, but I like to see somebody bring in, and I'll provide the electricity just to get the spinner spinning, and somebody can bring some LP, but I want to see one of the old rotisserie gyros.
Check it. Oh, man.
Yeah, the big slab, you know, where you take that knife and you slice down a piece that's 14 inches long.
Oh, yeah. Now, that's, man, I haven't done that I haven't done that since last year. Last year, we put a big old pig, up on the, but the guys were turning it by hand. Oh, man, it was so good, Lord. But you know what? I told him, I said, look here. I said, y'all turning that pig and everything. I said, y'all need to put some more. See, they didn't put enough seasoning on that pig, and I bought the pig. I was mad about it.
Or my pork and beans.
Yeah, what were they doing? Just watering it down with beer?
Yeah, but they didn't put, you know, they didn't put enough seasoning. I said, because I had all the seasoning out there. They lightly seasoned it. You know, this is over in the Philippines. I was mad as hell.
Yeah. Usually you have to season it quite a few times because all that beer starts washing some of it off until it caramelizes. You got to let it soak inside. You got to get that meat hot. And, oh, my gosh. Dude, I'm telling you what, man. You need to come to one of the parties. You got to come to the bonfire sometime, man. Say that way you can say you did it.
Roger, man, listen, that pig probably weighed about 250, 300 pounds. That's a big pig, man. I mean, they put this huge piece of bamboo straight up his, you know what, all the way out his mouth.
Oh yeah, they popped little holes and they put little pieces of bamboo going the other way as a rack so they could spin it on the inside there. I've seen it done, man. I have seen it done, and I tell you what, they wrapped that thing up, boy. Oh my golly.
It was
dude, this is terrible, man. You know what I'm eating right now? Bean burrito.
But like, that fed, it must have been about at least 250 people that big.
We're eating talking about all this good food and how to make it, and here I am eating a bean burrito.
Well,
are you a beaner?
I had me some pork loin, man. That was it's good.
Holy.
I'm sitting here eating pizza.
Yeah, I don't like pizza no more, man. I'm pizzaed out, man. Too much bread. I'm on a low cal deal, man. I've determined that not only do I feel good, but I look good. In order to stay looking good, I got to take care of myself.
Yeah. That's what your phone is doing. I'm eating a thin crust, but now
I want to keep my skin looking taut. You know, I'm a young-looking 60-year-old man.
Yeah, the gentleman with the high voice.
I am, man. I'm telling you, I got good skin, man.
I'm telling you, he's got good skin.
Yeah, how's that?
You wearing
The barbecue pan.
Kramer had good skin too. Why do you keep trying to sounds like you're into a cannibal.
Yes.
Skin. What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean, good skin? That means that your skin is smooth and not wrinkly. Is that what you mean?
All right.
Crispy. You wearing a skin suit?
I like crispy skin, actually.
He puts the lotion in the basket.
Well, anyways, man, I tell you what. W090 at the bottom of the hour.
KB9UMI.
You want to check into the cannibal man? W8YG. This, you know what? This frequency right here is a frequency that people say, oh, I don't want everyone to talk on this frequency. Well, and then they tell me they hear me here. Why are they listening?
They can't help it. It's very attractive. Very, very often you can get your belly to chuckle. You know, I mean, and once in a while you'll have a little conversation like we did and make people hungry. There's a lot of people during that conversation that was raiding refrigerators.
Oh, most definitely, it's W8YG. You know what? I want to tell you this. I am a really big fan.
What did he say?
Of you and my good friend Mark. You know why? Because y'all tell me something I need to know.
They're kissing each other's ass. That's what we do.
Well, you know, that's what friends do for each other. And I'm planning a trip this year, and I definitely ain't, when I get there, I'm going to be expecting, I ain't going to say that I don't want it on the oven, but I definitely would like to have it on the grill.
Racist! I want some of that good skin you got.
All you got to do is roll. Give me a. You ain't got to give me a heads up.
He's racist!
Just go get the meat when I get here.
He's a racist!
I don't care if you come here at 1 o'clock in the morning. We will cook something because we got a market out here open 24/7. And I want to say this: everybody in America is a racist. Everybody. I agree. You're right.
Well, we're something, man. We're definitely something. If it ain't about something, it's about something else.
Everybody in America is a racist. There is nothing wrong with standing up for your race. It's the bigots that I don't like. The bigots, they want to say, oh, I'm better than you.
You've been listening to the
I stand up for the human race.
That's the 7200
I'm American.
Club.
7200 cannibalism match. I ain't gonna stand with everybody because some people don't need to be stood with.
Yeah, they do, because if they didn't, nobody would stand with them, man. They need our help and guidance there, Davey.
It's the Kumbaya Society.
Hey, yeah, kumbaya. Kumbaya, Lord. Kumbaya.
Kumbaya. See, everybody's binding together. See, it didn't take much, man, and you just felt the love on the frequency, man. Everybody was wanting a hug.
Absolutely. Like I say, Mormons, they're not bad people. They just operate bad sometimes.
Well, it's a lack of having something to say. So sometimes, in their prospect, well, anyways, in the way they envision things, confrontation brings forth conversation, and they're lonely, Dave.
Yep. You're absolutely right. But you know what?
You got some coonskin out there?
I don't mind. You know why? Because I have the ultimate control. I can turn this off. Can you turn it off? Where would I be without my woman? Some of them are very.
I think what happened was when we was talking about all that food, it soothed the savage beast, man. And some of them went and raided their fridges. Some ate their Doritos and potato chips and different things. But there was a certain contentment that came across the frequency, and they became, when they went from savages to docile beasts.
We have dill pickles on that. Absolutely. You know what now? Now listen to this. Listen to this. I read somewhere. Savages with cheese. I need a sandwich with cheese. Yeah. When you Mars my
The Palstar 5K for $8.50 on QTH.
At full power, you can potentially damage your finals. I really don't believe that, because I remember I was up on the other band, the Chicken band, and I was running like that Kenwood TS, I think it was TS 450 S18 would put out what? Full 100 watts on the sideband up there, and it would put out actually 60 watts on AM.
Well, if the SWR is good and low, then it's transmitting.
Man, I'm getting ready to put me up another one of them 05 round plane antennas. Man, that's a big, man, I had one of those. Man, that's SOB. Man, I used to come down here with that 05 and walk the dog.
Well, I mean, it depends on what you're wanting to do with the vertical. But my opinion is, why don't you just make a full wave vertical wire antenna with a ground plane kit?
I mean, I'm going to take your advice, because that's for, I don't want people to really know what I'm doing, and that would, if I can get that all the way up the tree to say, no, maybe 55, 60 feet, and then drop it down and bring it over to my shed, and it'll be up probably at the low end, it'll be up at maybe 15 feet. It'll work fine.
Absolutely, I guarantee it.
I'm going to do that, but I'm telling you, when I had that 05, oh my God, that was a good headset.
How you going to feed it? You going to feed it with coax, or you going to feed it with a ladder?
You see, he used to make a ladder line vertical. A friend of mine had had one. That son of a bitch. I don't know why he quit making those. But I never had one of those. I had the 10 through 40 meter ground plane. Oh my God, that antenna got out.
Well, you can do it real easy with the right balance. And I tell you right now, man, it's going to be really hard for me to ever walk away from a wire antenna. You can get, let me tell you what, you can do so much with wire, it's unbelievable. Even dipoles, you can put reflectors on them and hang them from it. You know, 2 terminated ends, drop her down. You can put multiple. Oh my! You can do a lot with a wire antenna. That's all I can tell you. You can do a lot. People don't realize how easy it is.
I agree. I agree with you 100%, man. Wire antennas they're the king of the road. Okay, they're the ones that you can depend on all the time. I mean, without a doubt. I have nothing bad to say against wire antennas. But I'm an old man, I'm a ham, and I'm going to try a little bit of everything. I mean, I ain't got nothing else better to do.
Yeah, you know what I think?
Just type up this here, man. Dipole beams.
Don't touch
Dipole wire beams.
I can't do one of those here.
Keep your hands off my chicken.
Why?
I can only get on
my rib.
if I want to go all the way down to 80 meters, or even on this band, I can do it. But on 80 meters, I'm a little bit short, because I need, on this band, I can be 33 feet or more away, correct?
Well, you know, you could just use a coil.
A coil?
Yeah.
Yeah, coil.
You know, on your dipole, man, you know.
You need to send me a dipole. I mean, not a dipole, but God, man, I've been smoking too much weed. You need to send me a diagram of that.
Don't dip my coil.
Piece of PV pipe or whatever, man. Spin your up electronic coil, man, for 80 meters, so you know you can shorten it.
I have 2 80-meter coils that were wound, but they were wound only for 100 watts.
And you also want to make sure you point them in the right direction.
Yeah, you got to wound them counterclockwise.
I was just running. This dipole is running north and south, and I would just take the other one and put it out there, the same exact dipole, and make a phasing line, and feed it in the middle of the phasing
north
line.
and south.
Yeah.
You know, you can change the polarization.
Oh, you got plenty of room, man. You know, do some different things. I can't wait, man. I'll tell you what, 7200's in trouble once I get over to the property.
Well, it's time to take 7200 back. I'm not taking it back.
Between a milking cow and a non-milking cow.
They have no choice, man.
A milking cow, you can squeeze its tits and it give you milk. A non-milking cow, you can squeeze its tits, it's gonna kick you.
I was asked to help out and assist in getting it right, and then the job was mine, and then I become anointed and appointed, and
Hey, I mean, what's that preacher's name? Oh my God. Rico Jenkins. Have you ever listened to him?
or hey, how about Dollar?
Yes, Dollar.
Yeah, what a name for a preacher, Dollar. He ain't kidding.
Man, what the? You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. We definitely in the last days.
Oh yeah, man, they're selling Jesus, man. It's terrible.
Jesus is for sale. And you know what? when Jesus said, "He who is without sin cast the first stone." So those of them who are out here judging everybody else and slandering everybody else, they got skeletons in their closet. Trust and believe.
Well, what did they say? They said, "Silver and gold have I not, but what I have I give freely." Jesus is not for sale, man, and people that
Wow, man,
think that Jesus is for sale, man, that's exactly what they get. Nothing.
Hey, you can credit all of that to Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan made religion a business.
It's Ronald Reagan, man. Don't you understand?
It's the ghost of Ronald Reagan that keeps haunting us.
It's Ronnie Bagface Reagan.
No, don't get mad at me. Ronald Reagan.
Exactly. Hey,
he was the one. What is that? What is that? They got this A99 or whatever it is. He was the one that instituted that big tax break on churches.
Boy, I tell you what, dude, we went from that to you went to instantly chumming.
He's trying to figure it out.
I mean, he chummed and they took the bait right away. I mean, it was like as soon as they hit the water, man, you could see all the waves.
Chum, 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 chum.
Chum, 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 chum.
A metaphor for you're stupid.
Trying to say that we're the sharks here. We're the sharks in the water.
Oh yeah.
I'm listening to you guys pontificate about nothing.
No,
I want you to get back to the biblical. I want you to get back to the Bible and your interpretation of
communication of no value. It says it right in the book.
Now wait a minute. He's gonna come in here with a $20 word, man. He's gonna come in here with a $20 word that we're pontificating about stuff that he's not interested in. Well, guess what, man?
Influence.
Pontificate on this. Spin the dial.
Pontificating. We're talking to each other. We're having a QSO. Or would you like to say, would you like to judge us? Here, point in case. Judging somebody. You see what I'm saying? I mean, oh my God. It happens all the time. You have a right to your opinion. I have a right to mine. And he has a right to judge us. But judge us from afar.
Way afar. Yo, man, are you?
Yeah. And now somebody's trying to use one of my words, man. Loquacious.
Cross in victimology.
Yes. There are those out here that are very loquacious. And they suffer from loquaciousness.
The King's English wrong.
Can you say that?
You don't say ask right. You say act.
What, he's trying to get down?
He just got down.
No.
Pointing out the obvious. Go ahead.
But anyways, the obvious is this, man, is that we're living in the end days, man. And Jesus is not for sale. He's already paid the price, and he loves you and each one of you.
You watch too much TV, man.
Well, he had to meet us when we were unlovable, but he met us, though, didn't he, Dave?
Yeah, I guess he did. There's something wrong with my computer.
They'll lock up like that when they're downloading and thinking, or they're getting an update from the internet, and the AI is speaking to it and reconfiguring it so it can, utilize any RAM that the computer has. It can build up, one big link, the Matrix.
Like the Matrix, that Matrix thing.
You know what? People are out here looking for the B666. They're looking for the
was not touching his money.
Guess what? Elon Musk and all the rest of those so-called
Elon Musk is not from this planet, man. He's a human hybrid.
Have outsmarted themselves because they're bringing into being a consciousness.
See, I told you.
Not only in our dimension, but in a dimension called the fourth or fifth dimension, which we cannot possibly understand.
Well, it's airways. It's frequency, dude. It's airways. You know, Satan is the prince of the air. Now think about that. He uses the air and things in which you cannot see, and then he manifests himself on screens, TVs, computers, cell phones. But the only way that he can become omnipresent is to buy and move through electrons and frequency.
That's my buddy right there.
Absolutely, W.A. Whiteman. I'm going to tell you something. He exists in ham radio and everywhere else. The prince of the air is here. He's all around us. And guess what?
Ham radio's not in the Bible, man.
You know why? Because I know there's two sides to every story.
This frequency can be a portal to heaven or a portal to hell.
Could the Ark of the Covenant be a transmitter?
Okay.
It's the magic.
You know, deception was one of the devil's greatest tools.
No, wait a minute, man. It was
And is.
Chick's head spun around. I thought that was a good tool.
Let me tell you something. Why are they discovering pyramids
This is
on every
Pagan Idolacism Hour. Please come aboard.
Save Australia, and they all run along the same line.
Australia?
Line.
I mean, the Aborigines are Satan worshippers.
And none of them are tombs. They never found a single body in an Egyptian pyramid. They were not designed to do that. The ones over in Eastern Europe, they weren't designed to do that. The ones in America, what were they designed for? And they all have the same configuration.
Barbecue sauce. They made barbecue
All right, you ready for this? I can tell you exactly what it was.
On the very top of those pyramids is a big barbecue pit.
The pyramids are nothing more than calendars and watches.
No, they're barbecue pits.
Pyramids were
They're calendars and watches.
is the god of
The pyramids were the timekeepers.
Let me tell you something. Back in the day,
is the Antichrist.
The pyramids were kept by the timekeepers.
I mean, look, man, the Greeks got the gyro.
Calendars and watches. It's as simple as that. Make no more out of it than what it is, man. That's all they were.
I personally believe that pyramids
How'd you like that, Jeff?
over this planet means that there was a civilization.
Yeah, I think she was an alien.
I say prove it wrong, man. Prove that they were not. Prove that they were not. Wasn't the calendars and watches.
Nature.
They are.
And even now, they
Well, you know what?
our body.
Just remember where where all the Babylonian language started.
Radio frequencies
Hebrew and
create
never mind.
images of heart,
So we're all Babylonian.
your veins. It's amazing.
Ba-ba,
And they
ba-ba.
knew all this back then.
And that's the reason why they all have the same alignment. You know, and before the Great Flood took place, all lands were connected.
Good bologna sandwich.
And people lived a long time, so, you know, if the average person can live to be, you know, 700, 800 years old, you know, it would be nothing to say, hey, listen, I'll be back in, you know, 2 years. I'm going to take off and I'm going to run from here
Making
to
it, John. I hear you if
to
you're listening
Jamaica.
on the SDR.
And you just ran. You just took off. You wouldn't get tired. The pressure was different. The oxygen levels were different. Man was bigger. That's the reason why there were giants everywhere. They proved
this guy, Graham Hancock? What the hell is he talking about?
Atmospheres that matched those little geodes that they would find, and they would match it, and they grew super fruit and everything. People were bigger; they weren't smaller. It's a myth, man. The Smithsonian Institute in Science has lied to the American people.
Hey, you're in trouble now, Peter.
I can believe you on that because I did see those same experiments conducted on fish.
Wow.
In a tank, and the fish grew 10 times larger than they would have if they were normal fish.
Gotta be some affiliation.
And I do believe that atmospheric pressure.
John, good evening, man. You're sounding good. Thanks a lot for coming in. Good evening.
Atmosphere. There was more oxygen in the atmosphere. The oxygen nitrogen mixture was different back then, so therefore things got bigger. Man,
they've been talking about pagan idolatrism, so I've been standing by.
What eventually happened is we became who we are now. And who we are now, we have the same traits of the Neanderthals. Everybody who was affected by the infected with the Neanderthal gene.
First we were all devils.
We have in our body.
Now we're cavemen.
Everybody. It has at least 1% or some people 2% Neanderthal. That's what makes us vicious creatures.
Well, to show you this, a lot of people aren't going to like it, but incest causes regression. Regression, not progression.
Wait a minute.
It causes regression. And how many thousands of years have men been here? And we evolved from Adam and Eve, so we would regress over a period of time. WO9E.
WAYG. I agree with you 100%. At one time, the human population was hunted down on this planet. One guy agreed to it. It's like 40 to 100,000 human beings.
Got a retard agreeing to a retard.
Over.
Oh, yeah. Think about it. And that's what made the gene pool, so... Anyways, just something to think about, folks, man. We're here to serve and make your life better, man. 7200 show.
You boys are a prime example of the gene pool being all messed up.
Turn off your radio!
You guys aren't even related.
Listen to them all out there, man. They're biting at the hooks. They're wanting us to pick one, Dave, man. Pick which fish you want.
What does that mean? Is that a metaphor for Hatfields and the McCoys?
The Hatfields. Oh man, you know what? I really like that movie, The Hatfields and the McCoys. That was a good. You see that movie?
Oh yeah, I've seen that movie. I've seen Deliverance. That's more towards the city of Odd, though. That's more towards the city of Odd.
Right. Don't touch it.
Deliverance was like a propaganda movie against the South. Because I will tell you,
there wasn't black people in that movie, so shut up.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there were white people screwing each other up.
The original.
Yeah, we're still some white people. Peter, that's two, Peter. You bet. Come on.
The majority of our presidents have been from the South.
Yeah, but that was your synopsis.
They weren't stupid, over.
Well, at least you weren't going to get away with telling them like that there. Otherwise, they was going to make you bend over and squeal like a pig.
Those Southern boys, they're not stupid. They're not stupid at all. They are dangerous.
Man.
Some of them are.
Comedy, what are you talking about?
I don't know what I'm... wait a minute. All you have to do is explain it to me. I don't know.
Where they go? I ain't gonna tell you where we go.
It's cool.
We call them waterheads.
He actually explained it to me. Thank you, Peter. I was being facetious.
You ever look at him? Look at that guy playing that banjo. Look at his head is. I mean, it's shaped just like something from outer space.
That word, Peter.
Looks like Biden.
It looks just like Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
Now look at it for a minute. I want you to look at that for a minute, and now imagine what I'm saying, and tell me if that ain't him when in his youthful days.
That made no sense. You can imagine what he's saying.
See that some of those fellas that wear those hoods have pointy heads anyway.
And the other guy understood what he was saying.
All right, man. I'm gonna clear out of here for a little bit, because I can tell, man, there's a lot of
That's some kind of weird psychosis.
been poked. Anyways, WO90.
W-A-Y-G. I'm getting ready to go out here
My
and
point.
build these
I mean, I
potatoes.
think Tesla
It's
approved that.
It's been fun, but I gotta run. But before I go, I want to let you know, man. I love you, man. W-A-Y-G.
All right, man. We'll talk at you later on. Love you too, man. We'll do it again, my friend. WO90. We're clear.
You guys can't.
He loves them too.
You guys can't sign off.
Now the frequency's gonna go all quiet and everything.
Don't have anybody to make fun of. You guys please come back and have a conversation for a little bit longer.
Damn it. That's cute.
I hate you guys. All right, Peter. Sorry, man.
Listen, you know, there's so much belly laughing, I don't have to do any sit-ups.
I mean, you know what? That's a good way to look at it.
Laughter is very healthy.
Those guys made me laugh. They were funny.
They were having a great conversation. I thought it was very interesting, actually. And then we started getting sarcastic and stuff and throwing bobs at them and shit. And they were just taking it in stride and rolling along. That was very mature of them.
Like the honey badgers of ham radio.
Okay, I'm going to get something to drink. I'll be back. KC2 QRM.
Oh, yeah.
Cover boy.
Good evening, Sean, if that's you. Over, Canada, good evening.
I want what he's having.
Good evening. Good evening, all my friends.
One more watt, Box.
Old Country Canada hour at 7200. That's right, honey.
Hey, Baba Booey here.
Bobby Booey.
Hey, Sean, I'm trying to make you laugh before the surf and turf show.
You tell it again, I forgot it.
I'm going to switch over to 75 meters. There's too noisy coffee grinding noise.
K0 PKE, Baba Booey.
My balls were vibrating.
Your balls were vibrating. What?
Hey, what kind of chair do you have?
What the hell?
Surround sound that's connected to the subwoofer. Connected to your sack, is it?
What, do you got a transducer down your pants?
You got a scrotum mic?
A transducer down your pants?
Guys in Canada are messed up.
I'm not going there.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm
Telling you.
Brings a new meaning to residents.
That's gotta be illegal.
Yeah. Mount the subwoofer in your chair. What would that be like?
How would you do that?
conducive to expressing your bowel movement if you have too much bass in there and vibration.
I was just going to say that. Bowel movement. Well, you could break up kidney stones, too. Hey, Peter, I mean, come on.
That's with the tweeter, though.
Your kidneys on the speaker. I'm going to send some ultrasonic waves. Jason in the background. What the hell? What is he? Wait a minute, Sean. That sounded like Peter Frampton. Hey, Sean. Hey, Sean. That's That's it. That's Frampton. That's it, Sean. Wait a minute. You should know about that in Canada. Are you kidding me? Come on now, kid.
Come on, kids.
He's from Detroit. Listen up. It's a trick question. Yes, it is. Look, if a train leaves Detroit at 10:15, and never mind.
Check your shit, John. Something happened. Your audio changed and your signal dropped.
Wait a minute. Who are you talking to? Who is that?
Hey!
Go ahead. Go ahead with your call.
Sorry, must have been a band. Had to have been a band.
Yeah, you what? I could have sent you one.
That sounds good. Those are nice.
I got a 50 amp. I could have sent you a power supply, Sean. I'll find the power supply.
Yeah, send him an amplifier.
My Lord.
I sell a lot of them on 11 meters.
Down here.
Got SB200. Send it to him.
It's not enough power. Look at the damage that I do right now.
What was that you said?
Listen, I should shut up because if I keep saying this shit, you won't send me anything. Who's the mobile?
Yeah, but you'd have it blown up in a week. You'd run it wide open all the time.
You. Come on, what the? No, actually, it's a costly amplifier. So I've learned my lesson. Oh, who cares, man? Overdrive it. Get them, what do you got to do? Run it. You run it till it blows up.
That's right.
Blue 11. Blow it up, blow it up.
Matic.
I'm driving my amplifier with 200 watts right now.
Blow it up, blow it up.
On that note. What? That's probably what it is. You keep smoking that devil's lettuce, man, and you blow up these things.
Brain cells. Green corn.
Yeah, leave the devil's lettuce alone.
Operate a sophisticated amp.
Brain cells.
every good CBer knows you just crank it up.
Man, eating cereal with no milk sucks.
You guys even get cornflakes in Canada? Fine, you don't need to tune up.
When you're running your maximum, like 100 miles, I can just go. Okay? So there you go. So with like 600 watts, could you imagine? You know what I do with 600 watts? My goodness, it would be a disaster.
All right, well, I hear you just fine here, and I'm down in the state of Delaware. So you can say what you want. I'm not listening to an SDR. Over.
Into my radio. Usually I have to listen to the SDR. Usually it's at nighttime when the conditions change for the better on the radio.
Well, you can't hear me up there without going through the SDR?
Oh, I can say I just saw you. Hang on, I'll turn it up and tell you.
Yeah, just look, put the live stream on. We know. I heard myself on the live stream. I was like S5. Yeah, that hard.
Live stream is from Pennsylvania.
It's up in Pennsylvania?
The live stream is from Pennsylvania.
If my signal's not making it past
Sean.
Pennsylvania, then I'm going to sell all my junk.
All right, I'm out of here then, Sean. Good. I thought we were getting into Calgary. Yo, darkness, my old friend.
SDR and do it that way. I do it the easy way, and I'm not going to try. I'm not going to use SDR donkey ball. So that's why I need the one in Pennsylvania.
Use the one in Georgia.
Probably should, but I got more priorities than that there. I got to take my 200 to the radio shop to get them to take a look at it.